I'd like to welcome you. My name is Thobi Gxabu, and today we're going to be talking about the power of self-transformation, the power of changing your life, the power of becoming the person that you want to become, the power of changing your relationship and actually enjoying it and having it work for you. But the very important thing really in changing one's life does not necessarily rely or depend on changing the things that happen around you, does not necessarily depend on changing the things that people do to you and confronting people and telling them that you need to or they need to change. No, the first step, as I have come to understand over the years, maybe about 11 years of trying to transform myself and trying to transform the way that other people treated me, was simply to recognize that transformation and change, that success and change start with me. Success and change start with, first of all, transforming my own life, transforming the intrapsychic narrative that I have about me, the things that I tell myself about myself, the things that I believe about myself, the things that I project to the world about myself. It begins with understanding that I am no different to other people. Actually, it begins with understanding that I deserve better in life, that I deserve to be happy in life, that I deserve to be blessed in life, that I deserve to have what I want to have in life. It begins with the understanding that tells me that I am enough in who I am, that I am okay just the way I am, that I'm blessed in who I am, in being me, in being the best me that I am. And it is also understanding that unless I change who I believe to be, my life will never change. That unless I believe that I am enough, my life will never change. And one of the things that I did in trying to transform my life and in trying to change my life, because you have to understand that life deals you a whole lot of pain, that life deals you a whole lot of unfairness, that life deals you a lot of circumstances that you really would not have voted for had you been given an opportunity to do so. But life just decides, you know what, I'm going to make this guy's life a little bit miserable. I'm going to make this guy's life a little bit hurtful. I'm going to make this guy's life a little bit painful. And then if we allow ourselves to define ourselves, or if we define ourselves according to what we are experiencing in life, then we are automatically setting ourselves up for failure. We are automatically making ourselves fail. But I've come to understand and know that whatever happens to me is not necessarily a definition of who I am. It is simply a stepping stone. It is a learning curve for me. It is a lesson that I need to look into, that I need to learn from, and after I've learned from it, that I need to find ways and means of getting myself around it. And if I can't get myself around it, I just need to get myself through it. That there is nothing that should really get me down, because I am bigger than whatever I go through. I'm bigger than people being slanderous against me, people mistreating me, and people misunderstanding me, people belittling me, and I'm bigger than that, that I am far greater. And when people mistreat you and belittle you and do not give you the chance to be who you are meant to be, it's not a reflection on how weak you are. It is simply a reflection of how intimidated they are of you. You know, so in my understanding and trying to change my life, I came across an idea that I got right here on the net, and this guy suggested that you write a few cards. You know, I've got this one here, as you can see. Well, I have it upside down. Sorry, this card here, my writing, of course, it's not really something to write home about, but he suggested that you write things that you are, or things that you want to become, or things that you'd like to become. And you write it down, and whenever you have a chance, you read it, and whenever you read the card, and whenever you have a chance, you talk about it, and whenever you have a chance, you really go through it and try to mentalize it and try to have it in your subconscious mind. And this was a technique which I was using when I was a child, because as a child I used to break every bone in my body. So if I were learning to walk again, because I would be on my back, lying on my back for 3 months, looking at the ceiling and counting whatever the invisible sheep that were there on the ceiling, and then after the bone had healed, after 3 months, I needed to learn how to walk again, and learning how to walk would be a challenge, but I would have this imaginary distance. And it was in my subconscious mind. And as I was learning, I overcome these mental obstacles. And one obstacle led to another. And as I overcame the first mental obstacle, I got the courage and the ability and the knowledge, to say that, what, boy, you can do it. You can go another mile. You can go another kilometer. You can go, actually you can walk to town. And as I was doing that, I started to learn and change my own subconscious mind. And as my subconscious mind changed, I began to feel change in my body. And as my body changed, I began to walk longer distances. And as I walked longer distances, I had the courage to walk longer distances. And as I walked longer distances, I walked the whole day. Because it starts with your subconscious mind. Unless you change your subconscious mind, you will not change. Unless you change the narrative that you speak about yourself, in yourself, that mental voice that you have that tells you that you are insignificant, the mental voice that you have that tells you that you can be treated by people the way that they want. Unless you change that voice, you'll always fall victim to life. Life will always determine for you. Life will always tell you how to do it. Life will always tell you when to do it. Life will always tell you where to go. Because those mental voices that we hear do not celebrate who we are. As a matter of fact, they tend to limit us and tell us that we cannot really achieve beyond what man and beyond what we ourselves have told ourselves that we can achieve. And I want to tell you that unless you change that mental voice, and as I began to change that mental voice, I started walking, and I learned a skill that if I'm on my back for 3 months, I can still get up again and walk and change the things that life tells me, the things that life is speaking in my ear, the things that life is saying to me. And as you read this card, which I've just shown you, I'm going to show you again. As you read this card, which you have written, your mental mind, of course the mind is mental, but your mind starts to change. And as you change, your outlook of life starts to change. And the things that you thought were beautiful before, we look at them and you're like, what is this? This is not, and the friends that you got exciting. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. And you're starting to see life from a different perspective. And I remember one time I just wanted to change my life, and I said to myself, you know what, boy, you need to write whatever you want to achieve down, which is, of course, one of the things that you might do if you want to change life. But I'm not going to prescribe anything, because we are different people and our life stories are different. We have different experiences, and I encourage people to always learn from their experiences, because you understand your experience much better than anyone else. No one understands your experience more than you. You are the the one who can truly tell people about what you have gone through, how it made you feel when you went through that, and where, how, and who said what to you, and how the expression, how it was when they said it, because you were there. Therefore, I cannot somehow prescribe a way to you of transforming your life. I'll just share with you what I did. Because unless I share with you, from my experience, maybe you might take what you hear from me and combine it with what you already know, and allow that to celebrate your life and move your life forward as God has planned for your life, and as God has envisioned your life to be, and as God has already placed inside of you how your life should be. Because I believe that dreams and visions, the things that we want to achieve in our lives, are simply God's plans for our lives. The unfortunate thing, maybe it's not so unfortunate, is that the dreams that we have are within us. And when we are attacked, I'll use that word, attacked, with a low self-esteem, with low self-worth, those dreams that we have do not necessarily come out. We don't celebrate because we are always resigned to the fact that we are good, that we are great, that we are just enough, that I'm just me, I'm just enough the way that I am, I'm enough. And then we value who we are according to what we have been told. We value who we are according to what we have heard about ourselves. We value who we are according to what somebody else who did not even value themselves said about us. So I think it's simply like shooting yourself in the head if you're going to be listening to other people explaining you to yourself. I don't allow people to explain me to me, because I understand me. I know me. I know where I came from. I know where I'm going. I know what my plans are in life. So as I was still saying, so I started writing down what I wanted to achieve, and I found myself in a radio station, helping them with their relationships. I was one of the guys there, behind the mic, and just talking to the listeners there about relationships and stuff. So that would never have happened if I did not change the narrative in my mind. If I did not change the things that I said about me to myself. And when I told people that, what, I'm going to be on radio, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, okay, keep on dreaming. You might do it, but it's good that I actually pursued my life, pursued my dreams, and I was on radio. And from that, I started doing projects because I believed in me. I believe that I can achieve. That's the exciting thing about life. Once you achieve something, it gives you the courage to achieve more. So if you deny yourself of that excitement of achieving, the excitement of becoming the true you, just stepping forward and becoming who God has made you to be, stepping forward and just becoming who God has called you to be, stepping forward and just embracing this God, this Holy Spirit that allows you to be your best. You are denying 1,000 of people out there who you could have touched. So I say to you, just become what God. Don't care what people say. Go and read as many books as you possibly can concerning what you want to do, or read as many books as you possibly can about self-transformation, because that too helps. I read as many books as I possibly could, watch as many videos as I possibly could, and listen to a whole lot of speakers, just to figure out what their mind frames were. And I thought, okay, these guys are thinking the same way as I do, which means I might be on the right track. So you cannot transform your life just by sitting and thinking, well, this is who I am. No, this is not who you are. The true you is the you that dreams every day. The true you is the you that says, I need to hit the gym. That's the true you. The true you is the you that says, I need to buy myself a good techie. That's the true you. The true you is the one that says, I need to stop smoking. That's the true you. The true you is the one that says, I need to spend more time with my family. That's the true you. The true you is the you that says, I need to be more appreciative of the things that I have. That is the true you. The true you is not the you that gets frustrated when things do not go your way. Of course you can be frustrated, but it is not the you that speaks down on you. It is not the you that speaks down on other people, because your true you wants to celebrate other people. Your true you wants to embrace other people. That is your true you. Your true you is that one who, when you are lying on your back at night, you are thinking, how did I end up to be where I am now? That true you is the you that questions you. How did you become like this? That now is the true you. And I decided, I'm going to lean towards this true me. The true me that challenges me when no one is looking. The true me that looks me in the eye, as it were, and tells me, boy, you are not performing to your level best. Now, that is the true me that I celebrate. And that is the true me. That is the true me that I try and work towards becoming. That is the true you that you need to celebrate. And you are going to become just what you are meant to become if you listen to the true you. And if you work towards being a true you. And if you work towards accomplishing the things that your true you is telling you that you are able to accomplish. Write down what you need to change. Write down the people that you need to get out of your life and habits that you might need to change. Because unless you are aware, I met a lot of people who are very sleepy in their life. It seems as if they don't know what is happening. They don't know when it happened. They are just in a dwell. They are walking and yet they are sleeping. If you just would wake up to the fact that you are alive. Wake up to the fact that you have great possibilities to achieve. You might even surprise yourself. I'm surprised by the accomplishments that I've accomplished so far, but just deciding and making a decision. You ask questions, how do you get there? I don't know. You go and you find out how you get it. And the more you find out things, the more you become better. The more you become an information hub. The more people think you are smart. And of course, you are smart. You are smart. You are smart. Look at yourself and find information. Collect as many information as you possibly can. Because the information that you gather is the information that will make you much more valuable in life. I read books, and the knowledge that those guys have is the knowledge that I have. If I read a book by Miles Monroe, the knowledge that he has is the knowledge that I have. Rob Proctor, the knowledge that he has is the knowledge that I have. Thank you guys. Thanks for all the information that you share with us. But you are becoming as wiser as they are. And should you be called to speak, you might be getting paid maybe the same amount as they are, simply because you decided to make changes in your life. It starts off with just that one small decision, that just one small choice that says, I will not live my life the way that I lived it yesterday. That I will not wake up tomorrow and do the same thing I did for the last 10 years. That I will not treat people the same way I did yesterday. That I will not let people treat me the same way they did yesterday. That I'm changing my life. That I'm transforming my life. And if you are not happy with the changes or the transformation that I'm doing, well, you might just have to open the door, get out, close the door behind you, and never come back. That's my attitude for now. But remember, My name is Thobi Gxabu, and I'm here to help walk with you in your adventure of transforming your life. Thank you.